I never thought I would live to see the day happen again. Here it is. The blue is the amperage, and the red is the voltage. I've got the amperage twice as much. Let's look at it here. 6.358 milliamps, and then 3.762 millivolts. So let's go get the trusty calculator. Where are you, calculator? So 6.358 divided by it's backwards now, so it is possible. Divided by 3.762. So my volts to amps is around 0.6 to 1, which is of course backwards. It's actually 1.69. I wanted it the other way around, 1.67 volts to amps, but I have the amps to volts 1.69. So, and guess what? I got all my capacitors the same amount, 1e to the negative 7. And then I have too much resistance here on the spark gap ballast. That's why the power output probably is so low. I don't know. That's what my guess is. And I have been reducing the frequency. So now instead of 12,000, it's 10,000 because I needed more power. That's one of the consequences of making these adjustments, is that it affects everything else sometimes. So I was getting too much power when I was reducing C1 here, along with managing to increase the amperage, as you saw. Provided it's stabilized with these 3 backup capacitors. So I had to reduce the frequency to reduce the overall power. So this is still the throttle. I still pretty much am definitely sure that this is the throttle or accelerator, is the frequency, not the voltage. You don't change the voltage. The voltage is set to 12 volts input to run the sine wave generator and 3 volts output. But you change the frequency to change your overall power. But now I'm trying to change my amps versus my volts. And I got too much amps, so now I gotta figure out what to do about that. Yeah, I'm not sure. Do I change the rotor ballast? I'm gonna start with the spark gap ballast first, and then maybe see if changing these coils helps. I don't know. They probably won't help at all. Now the power level is not very high. So once I get the right ratio, what I may have to do is increase the frequency to bring the power level back up. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to have to do. So we'll see what happens. This is getting to be very fascinating. And you walk down a razor's edge, right down the middle, between the two extremes of killing the surge and exploding the surge in your face uncontrollably. And so you got to walk a very narrow path right down the middle between all of those, between those two extreme conditions.